Join me as I dive deep into the future of TLT stock and try to predict what's next for it. TLT stock, or the Ishares 20-plus-year Treasury bond ETF, is a popular investment vehicle for those looking to tap into the long-term U.S. Treasury bond market. With its focus on long-duration bonds, TLT offers investors a way to play the yield curve and bet on interest rate movements. As we navigate through a period of economic uncertainty and fluctuating interest rates, TLT has become a go-to for investors seeking safe haven assets. Interest rate fluctuations have been a major challenge for TLT stock. When interest rates rise, the value of existing bonds with lower yields tends to fall, negatively impacting TLT's performance. Conversely, when rates fall, TLT tends to do well. But it's not just interest rates that TLT investors need to worry about. Economic uncertainty, inflation concerns, and global events can also impact the stock's performance. The current macroeconomic landscape is complex, with many investors wondering when the next rate hike will come. This uncertainty can lead to increased volatility in TLT stock. Another challenge facing TLT is the current yield curve, which has been inverted in recent times. An inverted yield curve can be a sign of economic recession, which would likely impact TLT's performance. Furthermore, TLT's long-duration focus makes it more sensitive to interest rate changes, adding another layer of complexity to its performance. Investors need to keep a close eye on these factors when considering TLT stock. The impact of global events on TLT stock should not be underestimated. As investors seek safe haven assets during times of uncertainty, TLT can benefit. However, this also means that the stock's performance can be influenced by factors outside of the U.S. economy. As we move forward, it's essential to consider these global factors when evaluating TLT's prospects. Market trends and investor sentiment play a significant role in shaping TLT stock's performance. As investors become more risk-averse, they tend to flock to safe haven assets like TLT, driving up its price. Conversely, when investors become more optimistic about the economy, they may rotate out of TLT, causing its price to fall. Macroeconomic indicators, such as GDP growth, inflation rates, and employment numbers, also impact TLT's performance. A strong economy can lead to higher interest rates, which can negatively impact TLT. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note is another crucial factor to watch. As the yield rises, TLT's performance tends to suffer. However, when the yield falls, TLT tends to do well. This relationship highlights the importance of monitoring interest rate movements when investing in TLT stock. With these factors in mind, let's take a closer look at what the future might hold for TLT. So, what's next for TLT stock? Many analysts believe that interest rates will remain low for an extended period, which could support TLT's performance. However, others argue that rising inflation concerns could lead to higher interest rates, negatively impacting TLT. As an investor, it's essential to consider these competing views and make an informed decision. The technical charts also suggest that TLT stock is at a critical juncture. With support levels in place, TLT could be poised for a bounce back. However, if these levels are breached, it could signal further downside. As always, it's crucial to keep a close eye on the charts and adjust your strategy accordingly. In terms of predictions, many experts believe that TLT will continue to be a popular safe haven asset, especially in times of economic uncertainty. However, others argue that the stock's performance will be influenced by interest rate movements and macroeconomic indicators. Ultimately, investors need to stay informed and adapt to changing market conditions. To sum it up, TLT stock is at a crossroads, with several factors influencing its performance. From interest rate fluctuations to economic uncertainty, investors need to stay on top of these developments to make informed decisions. What do you think about TLT stock? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more financial insights and stock analysis, be sure to check out my other videos.